Hello.
What's up?
How is everyone?
It's another Sunday night.
Yeah.
We got Group V here.
Yeah, the only Dark Discovery that I think that we have in our 100 decks is in tonight.
It is Madram Hagerson of Eastervale.
Yeah. We also have a Persistence Hunting Maverick into Sanctum, which is kind of cool. Persistence Hunting Maverick into Unfathomable would be interesting too, right? Because it's basically like a Rakuzel's chant for a specific house. Unfortunately, this deck doesn't have Unfathomable to take advantage of the fact that it's like tapping a bunch of creatures. So
we will wait to the end of time when the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, if it's like 2 minutes. If it's like 2 minutes before the song ends, I'm sorry, we're starting.
Yeah, but I looked and it was like 30 seconds, so it was good.
Yeah, so we waited for it to end.
I agree. I do try to let that happen when it can.
Yeah,
for sure.
When it's natural.
When it's natural, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we can jump into it.
Yeah, let's go. I'm on Austin.
I am on Austin
from the Arena of Spirits. I mean, you are, and I'm on HRH. Anna March Smog.
All right.
All right. What do we got here? Salvador's, Bury the Lakes, Orpheon, 3 Jackie Tars, 2 Scoops.
Yeah, it's got United Action as well.
Okay.
So Justin and I were talking about how United Action was much worse in this set because Star Alliance has so many ways to use creatures during the turn. And that deck has Rocketeer, Triska, and Universal Translator. So, I mean, playing... If you include the United Action, 6 cards in a turn is probably good. But the real power from a Star Alliance in this set, in my opinion, is the ability to use stuff during your Star Alliance turns. And United Action can kind of shut that off. Now, it doesn't have Diplomatic Gunk, which you would be really punished for having. But being able to play like Triska and something next to Triska, a Star Alliance creature at the same time.
It also has Espion in it. So
yeah.
Another piece of that same puzzle.
Because you can play the Espion, take the Tide during your United Action turn, and try to use something, but I guess you don't get to really. So, but Jackie Tar is probably one of the best Shadows creatures you can reap with in this set because a lot of times it's just kill a creature.
Yeah, that's invaluable.
Yeah, and there's not enough removal, so being able to use Jackie Tar a bunch of times is like really nice.
Oh, you got the Chosen One here.
Yeah.
Oof, that Unfathomable looks.
The Unfathomable looks pretty good. This one.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, geez.
The 2 Blatant Thieves. That deck has like a bunch of capture icons, so the Blatant Thieveries are actually probably nice. So
really good against Bruno.
Yeah. Yeah, so we got some Unfathomable tonight, so there's a good chance some of these hands are just going to be miserable. Snakes.
What's up? 6s. Is it 2 Unfathomable? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll keep, I guess.
I will keep as well.
I'll play a Biome Discovery and take the Tide.
Alright, I will say Unfathomable. I'll play Portal Monger, which I think we have played, but it's been a while if we have. And Portal Monger is a 4-power creature that says, well, the tide is high, your opponent's keys cost +4. And I will play a Horrid Sign-In. I'll Sink or Swim to just discard a random card from your hand.
Yep, I'll say Sanctum. I'll play Salvador and Orpheon.
Let's see. Well, the Tide is low.
Yeah.
Green art is low. Blue art is high. All right. I am.
Well, the Tide is low. Orpheon is +3 armor and gains Reap 2.
I'm gonna play Master Plan.
This is while the Tide's high. So while Nathan has the Tide, my keys are +4.
Yeah. I'll play Master Plan. I'll Ransack for 1, which is whatever. I'm sure I'm gonna hit like 5. No. Milling the Chosen One does suck. That card is pretty good. Then I'll play Jackie Tar. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Alright, I'll say Shadows. Play Sea Urchin. Steal 1. Play Jackie Tar. Capture 1. I'll play this old Bruno. A Hornswoggle Master Plan. A Brain Drain. Ooh!
I really gotta start looking at decks of Hornswoggle before I start playing my artifacts. I don't know why I'm shuffling. Just look at my hand.
Mutagenesis Researcher, Stunner, Blatant Thievery, Teresa, Shield, Maelstrom. Maelstrom. I guess playing on top doesn't really. And delays at a turn, I guess. That was Starline's turn. About to take. Would you just Maelstrom next turn? You use 2 creatures in Maelstrom. Would be pretty bad for me. Yeah, I'll put it on top. Okay, your turn.
Okay, I am gonna say Star Alliance. I'll play Mutagenesis Researcher and get one. Am I playing around? And okay.
I wasn't either, so.
I'm gonna slap Stunner, Shield You Later, and Teresa all onto my Jackie Tar. And I think that I do take the Tide. It sucks, but it lets me reap with Jackie Tar and shoot your Jackie Tar. And then I can stun Salvador. And it's your turn. I will drop a chain and draw 4.
So Jackie Tar is 2/2?
2/2, yeah.
Elusive.
Yeah.
What's up, J. Philippe?
Hey, what's going on?
I'll say Shadows. Play a Jackie Tar. I'll scoop Jackie Tar. I will fight Jackie. I guess this does not die. Alright, your turn.
I am going to say Unfathomable. I'll play Frigorific Rod. I will shoot the Sea Urchin with the damage pip. I will actually want a Maelstrom here. I don't think I do. I'm going to discard Maelstrom, and then I'll just replace. The thing is, I really don't want those chains, and I don't set you back that far. I'll draw 2.
Alright, I'll say Sanctum. Play Round Table. So each
Knights
friendly
are
knight is +1 power and taunt.
Okay.
I'll play Seneschal, Larry of the Lake with a capture, Salvador. I'll reap with Orpheon. He recaptures 2. Stun Salvador. That's it. That's a human monk, not.
Alright, I am going to say Star Alliance. I am gonna...
Oh yeah, Twitch is constantly fighting ad blockers. Hardcore.
Oh yeah. I have never seen a website combat ad blockers like I've seen Twitch combat ad blockers. I really haven't. It's impressive. They'll just brick them, like, because there are things you can you can go into the block list for the ad blocker, and you can like block specific addresses, specific IP addresses, specific domains. You can block stuff through your ad blocker that way. You can just go in and like, but Twitch will brick your ad blocker if you do that. Yeah, because I was using uBlock, and I found like how to go in and block the ads on Twitch, and sure enough, you'll get the purple screen, but basically saying looks like something you're using as blocking. Yeah, it's crazy. It's actually crazy to me. News sites.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I can see news sites being pretty bad. Well, I'm sure all the news sites they're all owned by the same company at this point. So that I'm sure that they just employ the same technology. Okay, mutagenesis. So I'm gonna make Portalmonger a sanctum creature. Mutagenesis researcher is going to reap, and then I am gonna play Grand Alliance Council, and I'm gonna choose Star Alliance, Sanctum, Unfathomable, Shadows. That Sanctum board about to do things. Okay, it's your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw 2. I'll say check with 7.
Alright, I'll say
Pie hole. The ad links just don't resolve.
Play Kirker.
That's what uBlock was doing.
Play Cheetah. Play Espeon. Play Zap. Zap has 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Your turn.
Okay, I will forge. I will say Shadows. I will play Seeker Needle. I'll Blatant Thievery. Urker, I guess. Oh, Booby Trap Cheetah. And it's your turn. I'll draw. Requests. Ah, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, that may be the difference then, right?
I'll play Shadows. I will fight the Portalmonger, Bruno. I'll play a Booby Trap. I'll discard Heart Scepter. Your turn. Check with that.
The Secret Needle on the table.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say Starlance. I'll play Volmart. The tide is high. I'll zap Espeon for 2, since that is all Zap is doing right now. And it is your turn.
That works. I'll say Starlance.
You forge for 9.
Oh god. Say Starlance. Play United Action. Take 3 chains, raise the tide. I'll play Doorstep. I'll play 2 Strange Ordinations. Play Larry the Lake. Play Techno Babble. Stun the Volmart. Capture 1.
Or it makes you pay more.
Yeah. Okay, your turn.
Okay, I am going to say Shadows. I'll play Trickle Down Theory. Raise the tide back. I'm going to Blatant Thievery, Larry the Lake. I am going to play Francis and Jackie. I'll Seeker Needle the Kirker for 1. And your turn. I will draw 4.
The shadows. I'll scooped Jackie Tar. Play a Jackie Tar. I'll play Gas Pipes. Your turn. HRH, I think we figured maybe.
I think it's his or her Royal Highness.
Yeah.
So his Royal Highness, her Royal Highness.
Just educated guess.
Yeah, that's my guess. I'm no monarchist, but I think that's what it stands for. I'm gonna play Scott. Starlight's Return. Scott, draw a card. I am going to Techno Babble Gas Pipes. I am gonna unstun Volmart. I'll Light of the Archons Volmart. Ambervac Volmart. And your turn. I'll say check with 7, and I will draw.
Alright. Say Starlights. Shield Duelator and Universal Translator on Kirker. I will take 3 chains, raise the tide. Play Rocketeer Triska, play a Shield Duelator. I will fight. Walmart is 3, 4, 5, 5, 2.
Yes.
I'll fight Francis.
Take 1.
Use Jackie Tar to reap. And oh, actually, don't take 1 because of 2 extra armor. Shoot Walmart for 5, or for 6, and then I'll attack with Shield Duelator. So I take 1 on Shield Duelator. Armor. Okay. Your turn.
Okay.
Oh wait! I have a thing. Sorry, sabotage mission, which will stop the key.
Yep. I don't have any way to stop your key.
Okay.
I don't know what went wrong in that game. I guess the United. I think there were turns where the United action could have been bad, but it ended up being very good for you because you not only did you force you to forge for 9, and you immediately threatened.
Yeah.
It like you just got to play your whole hand.
United action with Strange Ordinations is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the Hornswoggle on the Brain Drain.
That was
because I was trying to set up a Brain Drain during my any other turn, right? Because I was like, I could Brain Drain at any time. Would have been really good.
All right, let's see if we
that game had a decent amount of back and forth.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how many pips the HRH deck has. It feels like a lot.
It's definitely above average.
It's got a lot of pips.
Tidings.
It also has a lot of capture icons as well.
Yeah.
And I like wiped the board at a good time. I kept the board relatively under control, and I think that would be easy to lose control of the board.
Because the Sanctum board was about to just go.
Well, and you've got the deck has 2 Larry of the Lakes, and so it's like when both of those are out, then I don't know how any of your creatures die. I think Sanctum is even better at controlling the board in this set than it was in Mass Mutations. And I think it's due in part 2, Larry the Lake, because the power of the creatures is relatively small in this set. There's only like a handful at the 5 level. And so, like, Star Alliance, with the exception of Kirker, 4 armor lets you fight all of those creatures for free. 4 armor lets you fight most untamed creatures for free. It lets you fight all shadowed creatures. It lets you fight like so many. What?
Oh, the bet's happening. Or wait, is it not?
I didn't start the next one.
Oh, I thought you clicked. It says right here you clicked just in one.
I didn't start the next one.
Okay.
That's what.
It looked like you hadn't clicked one yet. That's why I was saying that.
Oh. I did that. I clicked it.
I gotcha.
There you go, you addicts. So you're playing the Dark Discovery deck.
Yep.
It does also have 2 all tied ups. Lots of the fittest. But 2 Mushroom Mans to go with that Waste Knot. So.
8. 6. Okay. Good?
Yeah.
Moshir, raise the tide.
Okay, I'll say Sanctum will play Salvador, and it's your turn, I'll draw 2.
Play Untamed. Play Infighting. We're hitting your bulwark a little bit. I'll play All Tied Up to gain 2. Capture Icon. Play Mushroom Man. Play the Fittest, which also has a capture icon. Your turn.
Alright, I'll say Sanctum. I'll play Barrister Joya, I'll play Sir Bever, and then I will read this.
Mushroom Man is 12 power?
Yeah.
Well. I'll say Untamed. Fight the Bulwark. Then I'll waste not my Mushroom Man. Draw 6. 6. I'll Reaper So the Martial Ewer. The Reap. Your turn.
I am going to say Star Alliance.
I can't read. We'll give it 3 power counters.
Okay. I'm going to play Hawkins and gain 2. I will play Tabor. I'll capture 1 on you. Joya. She's a priority target anyway. I'll play Diplomatic Gong. I'll choose Joya. So it becomes Star Alliance. And it's your turn. I will draw 3.
Say Sanctum. Play Hold Fast. That's Marshall. Yours big. He's a big old boy. I can't take damage from Stupid Sir Bever is a problem.
Or a Gung.
Or a Gung.
Or Hawkins.
Or Hawkins. I can fight Salvador, so I'll fight Salvador. Take 2. And then ready, Hold Fast. We're gonna Hold Fast shoulder armor. Holdfast will take out a gung. Play Badge Magus and capture one. Capture there. Play Lightsmith Clariel. All shifting battlefield onto the Lightsmith. And then I'll tax and journey onto the Badge Magus to capture 3. Okay, your turn.
Okay, I am going to say Star Alliance. I am going to take 3 chains to raise the tide. I am going to reap with Tabor. I am going to play Submersive Principle. I am going to reap with Hawkins. I will play Grand Alliance Council, and I will choose Tabor and Joya.
How could this happen?
I'm gonna give Tabor a Shield Gelator. And it's your turn. I'll drop a chain and let's see, say check with 7.
All right. This a unfathomable. I'm gonna play drawn down with the top 3 cards. Discard 1, put 1 on the bottom, put 1 on the top. I put this on the bottom. I discard 1, 1 on top. I'm going to play Deep Dive. Discard the top card of your opponent's deck. Put a creature that shares a house with that creature on the bottom of its owner's deck. So I'll put the Barrister Joy on the bottom. And now I just have to remember what I did just now. Play Hookmaster, play Abyssal Zealot, play Guiltspine Netcaster, play Refusal's Chant to exhaust the Tabor. I could raise the tide to capture 2 on the Zealot. But I think I just need to draw cards, so I'll just let you forge.
Okay. Forge for 6. I am going to say Sanctum. I'll play General Salvador. I am going to Shifting Battlefield Salvador. Capture run, I draw. I will Persistence Hunting Unfathomable with the Maverick. Persistence Hunting.
Pretty good.
And your turn. I'll drop a chain and fall to you.
And play Mookling. Play 2 of the Fittists. That's the 3 of the Fittists in this deck. Need all our power counters. Okay, your turn.
Oh, right. I'm going to say Star Alliance. I'm going to play Diplomatic Going. I'll make General Salvador a Star Alliance creature for this turn. I am going to Reap with Tabor. I am going to play Light Everlasting. I'm actually torn.
It draws a card first.
Yeah. So I can form decision.
You capture 1.
I guess. Joya's on the bottom. So Bulwark. That's Bulwark. With the Hookmaster, I think Sir Bever is actually kind of useless here. So I'll play Bulwark. I am going to have Salvador fight the Mookling. As many problem creatures as you have on the table right now. I am going to play Hawkins here. Hawkins is insane.
Yeah.
And then I am going to play a Mutagenesis Researcher. I'll just play it all the way down there. And it's your turn. I'll say check with 7. Go ahead. Drop a chain, draw 3.
Okay. I'll say Unfathomable. I guess first things first, I will Dark Discovery. And capture 1. Name 2 cards. Xeno Training and Barrister Joya. Discard the bottom 2 cards of the opponent's deck. If they are the named cards, purge Dark Discovery and forge a key at no cost.
Purged.
Purged.
You did it.
I've done it. The Discovery has been darked.
Yeah.
Plague here, Guilt Spine.
It's pretty pog-worthy.
Pretty pog. I will raise the top.
I'm not happy about it because it happened to me, but it is cool.
Capture 2 on Abyssal Zealot. Hookmaster is gonna fight Tabor. And you lose 2. Hookmaster takes 2. I will fight the Agung with Abyssal Zealot. Netcaster will Reap and exhaust Bulwark. I'll play Call of the Void on Bulwark to destroy it and you make you lose 1. Then I will Illusions of Grandeur Sanctum.
Take your 3. I say Logos. Good God. I will play the Howling Pit. So we both draw up. This has a draw icon on it, so I will draw. I am going to play Phila the Researcher. I am going to Phase Shift Technobabble, and I'm going to Technobabble right there. 1 star. Hey, thanks for that raid. 1 star.
Welcome.
Do we not have sound notifications? I thought we did.
Not for raids, I don't think.
Not for raids. Okay, yeah, appreciate that. 1 star. Are you doing the Swindle leaderboard? Is that your usual Sunday show? I will Tall Mage. So Phase Shift, Technobabble, Howling Pit, Phila. Tall Mage is 5. I'll draw a card for the Phila. Play old Egad. And it's your turn. I will draw 6 up to 7.
Unfortunate. I'll say Untamed. Play All Tied Up. You get 2. Play Miliobi and a Mushroom Man. Check with 9.
I have a Xeno Training. So I lose because you used Dark Discovery and didn't have to play the rest of the game. Yeah, Dark Discovery's a card, guys. It's pretty good. Seems like a pretty good card.
Yeah, I don't even think this is a particularly good Dark Discovery deck.
Yeah.
I think stuff lined up a little pretty kind of well for it, I think.
Yeah, well,
this game, at least the Mushroom Man drawing 6.
The unfathomable creatures in that deck are actually very good.
Yeah, they are really good.
Because I feel like I lost a whole key to your unfathomable turn, where you forged a key for free. So it was like I got tributed, Imperial Forged.
It was way more steps, but yeah.
Yeah. plus, right? Because the Tribute Imperial Forge isn't like a full stolen key, right?
Right.
I think the amount of cards wise, I think it was probably equivalent. But yeah. Next game. We'll move on to the next game. We'll stop thinking about it. Trying my best.
Look, we're so close to round 2.
Trying my best to.
You won the first game, right?
Did I?
No,
I do not believe I did. I do not think I would be in the mood I am in had I won either of these games. I got Unfathomable both games, I think, right? No, I had Unfathomable in the first game.
Yeah.
I didn't get I got Unfathomable. Yeah, I got Unfathomable when I was playing Unfathomable.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me. This is the. I'm going to draw the Dark Discovery in my opening hand. I'm going to mulligan and then I'll draw.
I think that deck's gonna be very easy to not hit the combo with.
Yeah, you had both. You had both pieces, and then you drew the Dark Discovery later. So, man, I think that's. I mean,
I drew 6 cards off the Untamed turn.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm not saying. I'm not. The Waste Not, I think, makes this not like a unsalvageable Dark Discovery deck, right? Because you can have some big turns. The 2 Mushroom Mans, all those Fittists, the Reap and Sow, like you, because I want to say I lost to the random Fittists here and there because
it was just like they were so big.
I couldn't kill your creatures for free, so I was trying to arrange. I was trying to arrange it so that I could keep my Tabor alive because I was getting a lot of value from Tabor. You had 4 power creatures. I had 3 power with 2 armor. I was like, I think he's good. It's like the Fittists come out, and now they can just kill him for free. So, I went from fairly in control that game to it was gone. Like the game was disappeared. I don't think I would be hard pressed to find non-Infernus, non-Martian Generosity games that turned around that fast.
That was pretty fast.
Like non like Ransack BS too, right? Alright, you are first. Non-pure Ransack, like hit 6 cards nonsense.
Okay, I'll keep.
I will keep as well. Jackie Tar. Okay, I am going to say Sanctum. I'll play Sir Bever. I'll play Marshal Ewer. Raise the Tide. I'll play Badge Magus. And it's your turn. I'll draw.
Say Unfathomable. I will play a Frigorific Rod. They'll do a damage to the Badge Magus. Play a Portal Monger.
Yeah, old bait and switch.
Hard sign in. There. Skiffus. Sink or Swim. I'll exhaust these creatures. Your turn.
I am going to say Unfathomable. I am going to draw down.
Top 3.
That's absolutely getting discarded.
The Brain Drain.
That can go on top. This can go on bottom. I am going to play Guiltspine Netcaster, and then I will Illusions of Grandeur and say Shadows. Oh, Shadows. And it's your turn. I will draw.
Alright, I'll say Shadows. I will play Trickle Down Theory. Take a Tide. I'll Booby Trap Sir Bever. Jackie Tar. Reap. And do a damage to Badge Magus.
You get 6 because you raised the tide.
Oh, I raised the Tide. I will destroy Marshal Ewer. Okay, your turn.
Alright, I am going to say Tamed. I am going to play Infighting.
He's waiting for it. Oh, wait.
Yeah, you got it right. He's dead.
Yes.
I am going to play Mooklink and Mushroom Man. Badge Max does 1 damage. I am going to waste not the Mushroom Man and draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will play All Tied Up. Let's raise the tide. I am going to play The Fittest.
Number 1.
Going to capture on Badge Magus, I guess. I'll play The Fittest.
The Fittest.
Okay. And it's your turn, I will draw one.
Starlance. Play
Bitterest.
Mutagenesis Researcher. Play Zap for 4. Zap down the Mooklink. Play Shield You Later. I'll Ambervac the Skiffus. Raise the Tide. And your turn.
Okay, gonna say Sanctum. Gonna play Lightsmith Clariel. Gonna play Gray Augur. Play Badge Magus. It will capture one. Lightsmith Clariel. You took the tide?
Yep, with the Ambervac.
Okay. Gonna play Alms Master, so I'll capture. Badge Magus will fight Portal Monger. Let me ready. Alms Master. Fight Sipho's. Lightsmith Clariel will fight. Before fight, swap armor to kill the Horrid Sinon.
Okay.
And then after the fight, I'll gain 1 from the Gray Augur. Okay. And it's your turn. I'll say check with 6, and I will draw.
Alright, I'll say Starline. So I'll use the trickle down theory. Play Teresa. Oh, I never gained a amber for that. I did not see that.
Sure.
I guess it doesn't matter, right? I have 0 amber anyway. I think you captured all my amber.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any you captured, or that you couldn't capture because I didn't have any, right?
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, I think it's ultimately fine here.
Then what is this at? Oh, he's at 6 power. Yeah, I'll just toss the researcher into that guy.
There's a taunt right
there. Yeah. I will not do that. Wait, no, can't kill that guy. Can't really fight anything.
They're all too powerful.
They're pretty powerful.
Didn't want to Reap to go to 7. Oh, Reap with Sir Bever first. Yeah, I guess I can do that, right? Wait. Reap with what? I think I used all my stuff.
Yeah, I thought you were exhausted. All
on the previous turn. I don't think there was a way for me to fight, and then I never used Bever. Oh, I was thinking about using. I reaped with Bever.
Okay.
I did not use Bever. Yeah. I was thinking about having Bever since he has 5 armor. I was thinking about having Bever crash into the thing. Yeah. Thank you, Bertoni. Sorry. Since we're both doing take backsies right now. So
yeah.
That's all. If you the creature that says once per turn, if you and your opponent are both agree, you gain 1 amber.
I'll just reap twice, and then I will technobabble there.
There's a lot of sanctum stuff I can use. All right, so I will forge. Do I want to do this thing, or I guess I'll say Sanctum. That deck does have Maelstrom. That deck does have Grand Alliance Council. So I'll say Sanctum.
Where are they? I need those.
Play Hold Fast. I'll unstun all of these idiots. Badge Magus. Sir Bever will fight Mutagenesis Researcher. Badge Magus will fight Teresa. I'll gain 1 from the Great Augur. I can use this fight to Radiant fight with creatures. So I can Radiant fight with Holdfast into the Shield You later. Then I ready Great Augur and there's nothing to fight. And then Holdfast says after his neighbors take damage, I can ready Holdfast. I think I can structure it in such a way that still resolves. And then I will reap twice. And it is your turn.
Okay, I'll say Shadows.
Draw 1.
I'll say for sorry to do 4 to that guy.
Dead.
I will play a Master Plan. The card. No Hornswoggles over there. I'll Blatant Thievery, and I'm done. Check with 12.
Okay, I'll just reap with 5.
They're mad though.
Okay.
None that matters.
Oh yeah. I'll just reap with 5 Sanctum creatures. 2, 3, 4, 5. Say check with 9. It's your turn. You can forge.
Okay. Same fathom. Play Maelstrom.
I foresaw this.
Yeah. With that, play Brain Drain. Geez. Okay.
Yeah. I was trying to get it so that if I got Maelstrom'd, I would just draw all the same house again back.
A lot of things. I guess I will put the deep dive back on top. All good. I will use Master Plan. Play the Chosen One. I'll use the Trickle Down. Gain 1. And that will be.
Yeah. I'll forge. I'll say Infallible. I'll Reclusel's Chant and tap the Chosen One, I guess. And then I'll play Guiltspine, Netcaster, Kiri, Guiltspine, Hook, Master, and Abyssal Zealot.
No readies.
Oh yeah. And then I will draw.
Forge. play Star Alliance. Play Scott with a draw. Play Stunner. And done.
Okay, I'll say Sanctum.
Skaz.
I will play Sir Bever. I will play Burial, Badge Magus. I'll capture onto Burial. I'll play Grace Augur. I'll play Hold Fast. It's your turn. I'll draw. Chosen one explodes.
Play Unfathomable. Play the Susurrus. Play Storm Surge. Reap with this. Stun. Hookmaster, I guess. I don't ready. I have this tidal wave, but like, it's just gonna gives you free Abyssal Zeld stuff. I guess I could, if I do it there, that doesn't trigger.
You could stun someone else.
I could stun someone else, yeah. So I think that's probably worth. Then the stun, the badgie boy. Okay, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna say Unfathomable. I will deep dive. Discard the top card.
Ransack. I got 2 cards left in the deck.
Call the Void to tap the Siphos. Dark Discovery, capture onto no brain drain, so I could just have perfect information. All the 2-ofs you've played. What do I lose to? Feeling Ransack's pretty good. Not played Seeker Needle. Haven't seen Seeker Needle. Haven't seen Portalmonger. Died ages ago. Unfathomable is mostly accounted for. I'll say Grand Alliance Council and Lieutenant Volmart.
Yes.
Gas pipes. Volmart I knew about. You get to say check with 6. It's your turn. I'll draw.
Okay. Play Star Alliance. Play a gung and capture 1. I will play the Archons. I guess trickle down first. A gung's gonna make him Sanctum. I'll reap with Scott. Be ready and reap with the gung. The gung will make himself untamed. I'll do the one-sided council. is it?
Can't stop you. I have all tied up with the capture icon, but missed the stupid drawn deep. All I did hit was not shadows there. I think all your unfathomable was accounted for.
Yeah. It was just shadows and one in the Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't. You had like no shadows creatures on the game on the table like the whole game.
Yeah.
So if I ever hit shadows with it, I got the Maelstrom. I played around, but the brain drain same time was not play aroundable. I think you just can't play around.
Yeah.
There's literally no way to play around it.
Just play as best you can after you've been brain drained.
Yeah.
Pretty much. All right, you're on HRH.
Okay.
Senator.
Lost too much time to the chosen one. This feels like a bad poker night where I feel like I'm making the right calls when I can, but I'm like not. I don't have anything to show for it.
I think it's a good way to look at it. But to me, that gives me like a level of comfort when if I say I did everything right.
Yeah, but
and it didn't work out. It sucks.
I
but
don't
it's like
so the thing is I know it's a possibility. Rationally in my head, I know it's a possibility. It's just when you lose 3 games that had a lot of back and forth, and they're that close, it's just like, like I know my chances of winning those games are probably better than 1 in 3. So losing 3 in a row sucks.
I mean, they're at least it's always 50%, right?
Yeah.
You either win or you don't win.
Because I was saving that. I mean, I played around the Maelstrom, right? I think if I don't take the Sanctum turn, like the multiple Sanctum turns that I didn't get further in my cards.
Right.
But if I don't take those multiple Sanctum turns to try to sculpt my hand into something that I can completely play after the Maelstrom.
No, I think that was a great call. Like the Sanctum stuff was destroying me.
Right,
for the longest time.
So it felt like the previous game where it's like I'm winning this game. Now the game is over, and it just finished. I needed to get to some amber control, but the amber control was my unfathomable stuff, and then I just didn't get to use the unfathomable stuff. I don't think I activated an unfathomable creature that game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I ever got to use one. Because I know that deck had a lot of board wipes. I got lucky in that you hadn't seen your board wipes earlier.
Yeah, because
I think that game's
earlier would have been
like,
really good.
And that's like the poker part. It's like, I know I got lucky in that game up to that point. Because if you had the removal earlier, my whole plan deteriorates. Right? I have to like try to come up with like a new one. So yeah. So when it feels like I wasted like pocket kings, right? Because I know that matchup is probably not great when it's got that many board removals, and that deck really wants to leverage the Sanctum and the Unfathomable. I think that deck wants to leverage the Sanctum to take control of the board, and I managed to do that, right? I thought I had a non-0% chance to win the game off the Dark Discovery, right? That was a long shot. But I win the game on the spot right there if I hit it. And then I had 6 Amber, and I knew a lot of the Amber control in the deck was accounted for. So I was like, at the very least, I hit 6, so I have check without... It was like I put myself in the best possible position I could to win the game, and then still lost, and was just... Like, at that point, you're like, I don't know what else I gotta do. Yeah. I tried really hard.
I would be interested to see after the first round the win-loss ratio of each of us on a given night, like average, because I feel like it's one person with 75%.
Yeah, no, it's like
greater.
It's one. Because in Coda, I felt like we would go 3-3 or 4-2 all the time.
Yeah.
It was rare there was a 5-1. There was the very occasional.
It was like
6-0.
It was very
like,
rare.
Yeah, but I'm talking like it was like maybe once.
Yeah.
During the whole Coda rounds, and that was because I think the deck strength and the deck consistency was so much more. But since Coda, now, you could also argue that we've both grown a lot more as players. So there's probably Coda hands where, like, depending on the lineup, it's like if you can forecast the first 6 turns of the game and you know exactly what's going to happen if any player makes any decision.
Yeah.
It's like if you could forecast, you would know who has the best chance of winning that game. And we may not have had the skills to recognize that at the time.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But in this set, it's like the bad beats just keep coming. Okay, I am going to say Sanctum. I am going to take 3 chains. Screw it. I am going to play Orpheon, Orpheol, Seneschal, and Strange Ordination. I think that is worth taking the 3 chains. Partially because I am going to draw 5 cards into the turn.
Yeah.
I hate taking chains if you're not drawing at least 4, right? So, okay.
Play Starlines. Play Shield Leader. Draw. Play Diplomatic Gun. Draw. I will make Phila Starlines for the turn. I will Reap with Phila. I will Technobabble. Those nerds. I was like, you have to take the tachyon modulator and get jamming up in the lithium discs.
Yeah.
And they're just like, okay, I'm going to sleep.
I've been watching a lot of DS9, so I actually think I can go into one of those spiels right quick.
If you watch enough like TNG and you listen to anything Jordy says, and you're just like,
Miles too on DS9 is like, well, there's a frequency coming from subspace that's interfering with the wormhole, Captain.
It's like overlapping radio waves.
I'll play.
It's like when your radio signal isn't coming in quite right.
I'll play Old Bruno. I'll play Jackie Tar. Actually, I'll play him in that order. Yeah, I'll play him in that order. Okay, your turn. I will draw 3.
I'll say Sanctum. I'm gonna play Shifting Battlefield to shift the Shield Leader and capture 1. I'll play a General Salvador and draw. I will play Adroth's Wall, play Bulwark, play Sir Bever. Your turn.
Alright, I am
Done. Draw from the shifting.
The card on.
Oh. Okay, it didn't matter. Oh.
Alright, I am gonna say Starlance. I'm gonna play United Action. I am going to play General Salvador. I am going to play Rocketeer Triska. I am going to play Strange Ordination. I am going to get this Espeon, and I don't actually know if I want to play this. I think I will. I'll play Espeon. Screw it. Your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw 5. I'm gonna use my board one of these days, but then you'll be sorry.
Alright.
You'll be sorry one of these days.
I'll say Starlance. I'm gonna play Hawkins. I draw a card from Phila. Best Phila deck.
Get 2.
I get 2 Amber. I will Reap with Diplomats. Make Salvador Starlance. I'm gonna fight the Jackie Tar. Build you later. It's actually 5 power. We could fight something. Rocketeer, Espion, probably Rocketeer. I'll fight Rocketeer. Then I'm gonna put a shield you later on Hart Simpson and do a damage to Espion or fuel. That is high.
Yeah, tide is high currently.
I'm done.
All right, I am going to say shadows. Shadows. Sanctum. Say shadows. I'll play Jackie Tar. I am going to scooped onto the shield you later. And then Bart Simpson will fight the shield you later.
I've made him too powerful.
You made him too powerful.
There you go.
Steal one from the damage. Old Bruno. I think I'll kill the diplomatic gun. Bruno. I'll say check with 9, and it is your. I will draw 3.
The Logos. Play the Howling Pit. Draw a card. Take 3 chains. Raise the tide. I will Submersive Principle.
Yeah.
I will play Infomorph and draw. Play Old Egad, play Phase Shift, play Tall Mage. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the Tall Mage. Play Hold Fast with the capture. Creep with Villa.
Did you use something with Operative Espion?
I did not. I shall. I will fight the Jackie Tar. So I'm terrified of Jackie Tars.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah. Did you capture 2 with Seneschal?
I did not. Let me do that. Let me just do that. Drop chain, drop 6.
I will say Star Alliance. I am going to play Kirker. I'm going to play Cheetah. I'll put Shield you later onto Orpheol. I will sabotage mission. I'll capture on.
You haven't forged a key yet this game.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Espion. I'll just reap with Espion. And it's your turn. I'll draw 5 because of the hits.
Okay. Say Star Alliance. Play the Grand Alliance Council.
Okay.
So Star Alliance, Logos, Sanctum,
Shadows.
Shadows. Clean up a bit.
I have been on the very cusp of taking a Sanctum turn for the last like 3 turns because I knew if I could activate those creatures that I would be in a much better position.
Yeah.
But I knew as soon as I unstunned those creatures, they were dead. If I took a turn to unstun, if I had had like 3 Sanctum cards in my hand to go with those creatures, I would have used it. But I've only had like onesie twosies for Sanctum, so I couldn't ever justify it. I always had like 4 of at some other house, so I just kept taking those turns instead.
So. Lizzie entry. And I'll reap with Hawkins. Okay. Your turn.
Okay, I am going to say Star Alliance. I will play Shield You Later. I am going to Biome Discovery to raise the tide. I am going to Technobabble Tabor. We'll get to capture one. I'll capture on the Hard Simpson, I guess. And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
A Forge.
Yep.
Key. Oh, precious key. Alright, I'll say Sanctum. I'll play the SGS Illuminator. I'm going to play a Light Everlasting with a capture icon. I draw a card. And then I get to creature. Let's hold fast. I'll play hold fast here. No capture. Bulwark will fight the Shield You Later. Take 2. Hold fast readies. Hold fast will reap. And I'll persistence on the Hard Simpson to lost. Okay. Your turn.
Okay, I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to play Gas Pipes Below. One-Eyed Willow. I'll play Jackie Tar. Jackie Tar will capture onto Hard Simpson. I'm going to Hornswoggle, the Illuminator.
Okay.
And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Say Sanctum.
This deck doesn't have removal, by the way.
Yeah.
That isn't Reaping with Jackie Tar, which I have yet to get to
I'll
do.
fight Jackie Tar.
Yeah.
I'll fight One-Eyed Willow.
Yeah.
I will play Barrister Joya. I will Cleansing Wave.
Yeah.
For 2. And I'm done.
I will say Sanctum. I am going to play Salvador, Larry. This Larry captures, I'll capture on a Hard Simpson. It is your turn. I will draw 3. Go ahead. Sorry, I draw up to 7.
I'll say Star Alliance. Play Researcher, play Diplomat. Unstun. Diplomat will make Hold Fast.
Okay.
Did I even kill anything?
They all have
Jo-
4 armor.
Joya could if I did this. I could kill a Larry of the Lake. So I'll do that instead. Then
Okay.
I'll fight a Larry of the Lake with Joya.
Okay, she will take.
I will reap with Hawkins. Okay.
I am going to say shadows. I am going to scooped. Onto a bulwark. Gas pipes is going to fight Phila. I am going to booby trap Hawkins. I will play Sea Urchin, steal one.
Flamers.
Hard Simpson will kill Tabor. He doesn't take any damage because I have too much armor.
I really didn't think this plan through.
When you give him the shield jailer. I suppose I could have given him a shield jailer and
Yeah.
we'd be at the same spot basically, but okay. I will say check with 14. I will unstun, shuffle, and draw 3. That turns out does have a bit of spot removal. It was just all at the very bottom of the deck.
Alright, I'll say a little bit. So play a Seaborg and an Armadrone and an old EGAD, and then I'll file analysis
Okay.
to draw 7.
I will draw 6. Yeah, this is all yours.
Alright, so 1, and then shuffle, draw 6.
This is in there too. You want to put it back here on my Hard Simpson
Yeah, we'll see.
later. Okay, so I gotta draw 3, and then I draw 6. What's this dog up to?
Don't shuffle an analysis. That's correct.
These dogs are here shellacking me with the tail. Just absolutely battering me with his tail.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
He's busting up. He's
Okay.
busting up in. Does anybody give him a? We can't tell if somebody's giving him a treat.
I did change the browser with which I'm looking at chat, so
Oh, okay.
I don't know if we can see it or not, if anyone has treated him. Oh! Oh!
No. Okay.
Alright, I draw 6. No, 7. No, yeah, 6. Alright. Reverse principle. Oh! I'll take 3 chains and raise the side. Play submersion principle.
12, 15, so 7.
Play Master of Theory. Play the old EGAD. Do not drop chain. 7. Okay.
10 on a forge. I am going to say Star Alliance. I'm going to discard United Action. Actively bad here. I'll play Kirker. I'll play Espeon. I'll play Shield Gelator. I'll put a Universal Translator on the Shield Gelator. I am going to zap the old EGAD. It doesn't kill him. And then I'm going to Techno Battle the old EGAD and stun him. I'll capture onto Kirker. And it is your turn.
Alright. This is Star Alliance. Lloyd Hawkins. Gain 1. Play Shield You Later, do damage. Play a gun, make that Star Alliance. Put a Shield You Later on a gun. Reap, or unstun. And then Xeno Training. Capture 1. Then capture 2 more. Okay. Your turn.
Okay, I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to play Jackie Tar. I'll capture onto the Shield Later. Play One-Eyed Willa. And it is your turn. I will draw 2. I'm supposed to draw 1 more for the Howling Pit. I was supposed to draw 1 last turn, but I don't think it mattered.
Alright.
Forgot about the Howling Pit after the reshuffle.
Star Alliance.
Forgot about the Howling Pit after the final analysis turn. Or sorry, the
I'm gonna fight One-Eyed Willa. I will Kirker. Jackie Tar's gonna run wild on me. Fug. I'll play Xeno Training. The gun. 4 power. Can't kill the Shield Later with anything. So I'll just reap. Star Lance, reap, and reap. And that's it.
Okay, I am going to say Sanctum. I'm going to Doorstep. I've been holding this Doorstep for literally 100 turns because I had so much Amber captured at different points. And then I stole a bunch, and yeah. I am going to play a round table. I am going to play Salvador. I am going to play Larry. I'm going to play Orpheon. I am going to take 3 chains to raise the tide. That is going to let me use a creature with Operative Espeon. The Shield You Later is going to fight Hawkins.
Takes 2.
Yeah, takes 2. And then the Universal Translator is going to let me use Jackie Tar. So I'm going to reap with that, and I'm going to shoot Diplomatic Gung. And then I am going to Strange Ordination. Okay. Turn. I will. No, it doesn't take nothing.
Because of Larry.
I'll drop a chain and draw 5.
Play Sanctum. Play Barrister Joya. Play Salvador. Play Cleansing Wave. For 1. Your turn.
Forge. I am going to say Star Alliance. I'm going to play Cheetah. I am going to put Shield You Later. Somewhere. I Shield You Later. It's all shielded up. Espeon is going to fight Joya to put damage on her. Kirker will fight Joya to kill her. Shield you later will reap. Shield you now, yeah, instead of shield you later. Is the evil twin. Or shield you never. Reap with shield you later. Use Jackie Tar, reap. Jackie Tar shoots your shield you later. Play Biome Discovery to look at the top two. 2 chains. I am going to discard Sargasso. That's like an out for you. And then I am going to sabotage mission. Unfortunately, I mean, I stop you from forging, but I don't think I can actually.
No, you definitely cannot stop, or you can't tax right here.
Yeah. Okay. I will drop chain. I'll say check with 6 and then draw 4.
So I don't forge. Okay,
yeah.
I'll say Sanctum. Play Bulwark. I will play Shifting Battlefield and draw to move the Bulwark here and captures 1. A Light Everlasting and capture 1. Draw a card. Get Joya back. Oh, let me play the Survivor first. That makes more sense.
Okay.
Okay. Here, you have just so much armor. So much. I will fight Larry of the Lake.
Okay.
With this Bever, or this General Salvador. So assault 2, punch for 4. That's not enough, is it?
It's a 4/2 right now.
Okay, so yes.
You will take 2.
Okay, the round table too. This Salvador is a 6/2. I gotta just ace this Jackie Tar with the assault. That's not a knight, right? Okay, yeah.
The monk. Surprisingly low number of knights in this set because there's a monk at common, Grey Augur, and then there's a rare monks. I guess we opened a ton of Orpheon and Orpheol.
Yeah, we did.
Between all of our decks, so.
The Persistence Hunting. You just played Starlance, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna Persistence Hunt Sanctum.
Okay.
I'm done. This game is 100 eternities long.
Okay, I am going to say Shadows. I am going to play Jackie Tar and Old Bruno. Old Bruno's going to capture 3. I am going to scoot onto Bulwark. If you had not Persistence Hunting, I was going to Hornswoggle. I mean, I'm still going to Hornswoggle the Illuminator, but I would have actually gotten value from your really Illuminator.
Good. Yeah.
I am going to Hornswoggle the Illuminator, and it is your turn. I will drop a chain and draw 4 and say check with 6. You do forge.
I think I don't have an answer for 6.
You have no capturing. You played 400 capture.
I can play Phila and Infomorph That's it. Okay. Yep, I just had a bunch of this stuff.
Yeah. Enablers, but no stoppers. That game was forever long. I thought I had lost it. Like,
Server's Principle blowing up like 20 amber that game.
At that point, I just wanted to key.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so I had the doorstep in my hand, so I was like, even if he answers a bunch, there's a scenario where I have to, like, doorstep for my amber in that situation if you generate, like, way too much since you were further ahead. But I would just, like, white knuckle gripped that doorstep because I was like, I need this to win the game.
Yeah, the amount of amber control, the amount of keys you stopped with mine, I think, was definitely
that deck. I will say that about the HRH deck. I mean, it won the first game too, right? The amount of amber control in this deck is and the variety of amber control. It's the classic Sanctum Shadow synergy where it's like you don't get enough amber and the shadow stops you. You get too much, you get punished by doorstep.
Yeah.
Or you capture, your opponent kills your creatures finally.
Then you doorstep.
Right? So,
or then you shield and you can steal a bunch.
Yeah.
I feel like it was taking me forever just to get anything going.
Alright, Senator. Did I play this deck? I did play this deck. I feel like, honestly, the pit is a downside for this deck.
You think so?
Because I think the other decks... Because that deck got insane when you gave me that 7th card. Because it doesn't have, like, a ton of ways to take the...
I also had to make up for that, taking the chains. That's like, there's no other... I guess, like, the Philo was giving me a bunch of card draw, and there was a bunch of card draw icons, but still...
Yeah,
I was having to make up with chains somehow, too, right? The Sanctum is really nuts in that side, in that deck.
It's missing
I think
something.
the logos is pretty bad.
Yeah, well, it's the old EGADs.
Yeah.
Right? You got 2 of them. Armadrone. Like, the more we play, the less I want to see Armadrones, the less I want to see old EGADs. Honestly, Infomorphs, if they don't enhance the right things, the Infomorphs might as well be not in the deck either, right? It's all, like, the logos creatures that don't have a play effect and aren't TI Sweven can get out, as far as I'm concerned. Yes, dog? Yes, this is dog.
No one's given a treat in so long.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
It's so sad. Sag.
Really sad. Wasn't there a doggy Sag?
Yeah, I think there is.
Is there? What are you doing?
We need a Pupties or whatever the Tanties version of a dog is.
Come here. What have you been doing? What you doing? What you doing?
He's over here just whining. He's over here just whining. He's just hanging out. This is mine.
Okay. Decks are so the same. Sleeves. 7.
I want a die roll.
Alright.
I will play Armadrone. Go ahead.
I will say Shadows. The trickle down theory. Play Blatant Thievery and Enrage the Armadrone.
Oh, he was mad anyway.
Play Jackie Tar. Say for sorry. Discarded. Doesn't do anything. Your turn.
Alright, I am gonna say Sanctum. Playing Hadroth's Wall. Playing the Illuminator. Playing Salvador. Playing Holdfast. And I'll capture. And it's your turn. I'll draw 4.
The Starlance. Stunner and Amberback, Jackie Tar. Technobabble, the Sanctum. Your turn.
I will say Starlance. I'm gonna Shield you later my Armadrone. Or I'm gonna Technobabble your Jackie Tar. And then I will play Xeno Training. I guess I gotta spread it out. That deck has 2 Blatant Thieveries. And it's your turn. Three.
Play Star Alliance. Play Walmart. Gung. Make that Star Alliance unstun. Your turn. I guess this she does capture 2, right? That is still high.
Yeah.
Alright, your turn.
I am going to say Sanctum. I'm gonna Persistence Hunting for Star Alliance. I will play Barrister Joya. And then I am going to use the Illuminator, and I will exhaust these 2 creatures. I will stun Jackie Tar and Diplomatic Gunk and exalt them. And exalt them. Yeah. And it is your turn. I will draw 2.
So I'll play. Play Unfathomable. Play Rod. Do a damage. I'll Brain Drain. I'll Sinker Swim to exhaust. I'll exhaust there. I am done. Yes, that's capture because of Vac.
Question for myself is what changed this turn? Well, I think final. This is the thing here. I draw 4, you draw 3. I know I have a Star Lance card on top of my deck. To get rid of all the idiot creatures though. Okay. Don't threaten. I wish I had a single Sanctum card because I would just take another Sanctum turn. Or I wish I had 1 Star Alliance card on the table. I think it would make it so much easier. There's also with Tall Mage and Infomorph, I'm like tempted to just play those before I find
I would probably do that too. Yeah.
So that I would just draw 2 more cards. With the Hawkins on top, I kind of want to keep them because they turn into Amber on the next turn.
But you can draw into like Old Egad crap, right?
Yeah.
But I guess if you're trying to draw into creatures, there's no reason to play the creatures.
Right. Was that the deck with the Maelstrom?
Yes. Yes.
So I think I'm incentivized to get rid of these idiot creatures.
Yeah.
I'll play Tall Mage, I'll play Infomorph, I'll Final Analysis. I will draw 6. Give you all this back.
3.
All toast. So 3, 6. I will master the theory and then discard Subversive Principle. I just don't think it's in the cards for me to play it. Okay, and it's your turn.
Okay.
I think this deck is missing wide degree of synergy between its houses. I think the houses in this deck are like all on different game plans, and I think that's why this deck falls apart. I think that's might be one of the secrets of this set as to why it feels so dysfunctional sometimes. if we want to use an analogy or a metaphor, it doesn't feel like your whole deck is rowing in the same direction.
I'll say Unfathomable. I'll use Trickle Down. I will play Portal Monger, play Storm Surge so you don't ready, discard Tidal Wave. I'm done. I guess I'll rod the...
I am gonna say Star Alliance. I'll play Mutagenesis Researcher. I'll shield you later and do a damage to the Portal Monger. I'll play Naked Hawkins. I'll play Xeno Training, and I will capture onto the shield you later.
Alright. Say...
I will draw 4 and say nothing. You've got the Tide.
Say Shaz. I'll use the Trickle Down Theory. I will Booby Trap the Mutagenesis Researcher. I'll play Jackie Tar and Francis and Gas Pipes. Your turn. Check this out.
I'm just gonna lose my whole ass this Portal Monger Trickle Down. I am going to say Sanctum. I'm going to play Sir Bever. I'm going to play Salvador. I'll capture onto Salvador. I will Shifting Battlefield. Draw. In the wrong order. I'll capture onto Sir Bever. I'll move him over 1. I am going to play Light Everlasting. I'll get 1 and draw. And I get to capture 1 onto Salvador. I will get Joya from the discard pile. Put her into play right there. I will Cleansing Wave. This is enhanced with an Amber Pip. I'll get 1 from the Portal Monger. And then I'll take 3 chains to raise the tide. And it's your turn. I'll draw 2, drop a chain. Say check. 6. This didn't ready on my previous turn.
Right.
They all readied now. Yeah. Good. Not supposed to ready on my previous turn.
I'll say Shadows. Use the theory.
Generate 3 Amber.
I'll play Ransack and steal 1, 2. Fight Sir Bever. I'll fight Sir Bever.
Gas Pipes will take 1.
Yeah. I will... Is it worth to take the chains here? Please Trickle Down on my another turn. Jackie Tar still can't reap, unfortunately. But I think I need cards. This Destroy is just so large. I'm done.
Will Forge. I am going to say Star Lance. I am to play Hawkins here in the place that gets me 2 Amber. I am going to play a Gung. I'm going to choose Salvador to become Star Alliance for this turn. I will play Tabor. I will capture onto
Tides don't match. Sorry,
Joya.
my bad. It's definitely Nathan's side.
Salvador. Gas pipes. Gas pipes. Yeah, get out of here. Gas pipes. Gas pipes. It's like tempting to kill a portal monger, but I'm not threatening anymore. So, okay. Your turn. I will drop a chain and draw 3.
Alright. Say Unfathomable. Play the Susurrus. Play the Chosen One. Play Horrid Sign in. Portalmonger. Fight a Gung. And I'll Frigorod the Tabor. Your turn.
That's this idiot dog. The idiot dog's barking at things he can't see. Alright, I am going to say Logos. I am going to play Phila. Actually, I'll play Old Egad, then Phila. Then Seaborg and draw. And Old Egad. I'll phase shift Bulwark. Yeah, that's my turn. The chosen one's gonna take 6.
Okay.
I'll drop a chain. I'll draw these 2, 3, and then shuffle and draw 2 more.
Okay. Alright, I will play Starlance and put Teresa on Horrid Sign. Play Mutagenesis Researcher. I will.
Do not lick me. Do not lick me. You monster.
I will send the Horrid Sign into the Barrister door. Poison her to death. A lot of stuff. I will Light of the Archons, the Chosen One. I think it dies anyway. I'll Light of the Archons, Jackie. I'll zap.
Sanctum, Star Alliance, Logos, Shadows, Unfathomable. 5.
1, 2.
He's 4.
1, 2, or 1. Yeah, I'll take out. It's fine. Okay, I'm done. Check what's up. I feel like we're pushing shield duelators tonight. There's a lot of shield duelators.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of shield duelators and a lot of jagged guitars.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to say Star Alliance and play Diplomatic Gung. Diplomatic Gung is going to choose himself to belong to Shadows. I'm going to finally draw this Grand Alliance Council. I'm going to choose Shadows, Sanctum, Star Alliance, Logos, Unfathomable. So, Sanctum. Oh, I can use this. I can reap with this shield later first. So it'll die. You'll get that back. Shadows, Sanctum. That. Bulwark is dead. The old Egads die, but they do actually strategically Ward. Okay. All right. There you go. These explode the chosen one. Salvador was still ready, and it is your turn. Keyforge.
Play Star Alliance. Scott. Draw a card. Play Grand Alliance Council. I guess Tabor can live. No, I choose Scott. So, and then Scott and those two. Then play Shield You Later. No, I'll put Shield You Later on Scott. I am done.
Okay, I am going to say Sanctum. I am going to Persistence Hunting for Star Alliance. I am going to play Light Everlasting, capturing onto the Seaborg, bringing back.
I wish you could transport that Sanctum side to some other deck. It carries so hard.
Sanctum in this deck's actually really, really good.
Yeah.
And I draw. I am going to Shifting Battlefield the Tabor over to there. He'll capture. Try to keep him a little sturdy. And then I think I just Reap with Salvador. And say Chuck with 9. Is your turn. I will draw 2.
It's stupid. Joya is unget rid ofable.
Yeah.
It's really annoying.
Well, the world's best Light Everlasting is from this deck.
It's so good. Oh man. Okay.
It's like Hadros Ball makes her a little bit more difficult to get rid of, and then the Light Everlasting is like, you finally got around to getting rid of her. Now she's back.
Say Unfathomable. I will Brain Drain.
Phase Shift makes it not easy to brick this next turn.
Yeah, I think I just put Phase. Then I will Maelstrom.
Okay, so Seaborg hangs around, but you get all this back.
And then I will exhaust the Seaborg. And use the rod. Or trickle down.
I despise Trickle Down.
Your turn.
Yep. I will Forge. That card gained like 5 amber this game. I do not know. Yeah, I guess I play this Howling Pit. I'll play Howling Pit and draw. I'll play Master the Theory. And it's your turn. I'll draw up to 7.
Say Shadows. I'll play Secret Needle. Play Booby Trap. Play Master Plan. Card. Your turn.
Okay, I only have 1 Amber control between all these cards. I did not get to like the Xeno training and stuff like that. I can actually stop more than 1 Amber.
That deck just hangs in there, but it doesn't have,
go
like,
away. Yeah,
doesn't have like the final push. I think
doesn't go away.
But it is gone now, forever and ever. I think it 0-3'd.
Yeah, it didn't play like an 0-3 deck.
No, it didn't. Kind of strange.
I think if I had drawn my Grand Alliance Council for the bottom 3 cards of my deck, I probably could have gotten back like into that game because I spent a lot of time dealing with shit on the table.
I gotta add up heat for the next game. We've gone long.
It's the 2-hour bladder allowance. Alright, I'll get the bets up for the next game. I gotta play in this Dark Discovery deck. I got a feeling I am going to lose to Dark Discovery this game. House breakdown of advancing decks yet? Well, I don't actually think that much Unfathomable is advancing. It's just the Unfathomable hates out the other stuff. Usually player Herp will do a numbers crunch after the first round is done, which I think is this time next week. So next Sunday we'll be able to have like some more concrete numbers on the breakdown. I think a lot of Logos has advanced. I think Logos advancing is the rule. So I think, like, for instance, that deck, especially for Logos Star Alliance, you'd be hard pressed to find Logos Star Alliance decks that have done as bad as that one. Especially as good as the Sanctum is in there. It's just the it feels like the bottom 20% of Logos in this deck feels like absolute garbage. But like an average Logos side is better than like really good other sides. But if your Logos is like bottom 20% of Logos sides in this deck, it just feels like it doesn't do anything. You'll play a bunch of cards, you'll draw a bunch of cards, and it doesn't do you didn't accomplish. You didn't generate amber. You didn't really stop your opponent. I know Submersive Principle is common in this set, but cards like Cutthroat Research really feel like they're missing in this set. So Eddie is common too. I get a feeling the Eddie decks have done fine, but the decks without Eddie have probably not done well.
Yeah, I will definitely be curious to see how that breaks out. Because I don't even know. I don't feel like a lot of Unfathomable decks have advanced. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, we'd have to go back and check. I think so. The thing is, the Unfathomable decks just the slow grindy decks in this set. The Unfathomable decks absolutely hate out of the tournament. The Unfathomable just stops them from doing anything neat or anything. Just to imagine playing the Eye of Mangavard, the Niffle Kong Deacilis deck that we have. Just imagine trying to play that deck against Unfathomable. And you just never get to use your big guys. Yeah. Your big guys are on the table. At least you got something for playing them. But otherwise, you just don't get to use them. They just sit there.
$11.
8. You wouldn't have decks like Luria. You wouldn't have decks like what was the Dis Sanctum deck from Mass Mutations that made a deep push, got like top 4. What was that deck's name?
The creature heavy deck.
The really creature heavy. Hellmollen. You wouldn't have like decks like Hellmollen. Would just like it would have gone like if it was in a pod with like 2 Unfathomable decks. Decks like Hellmollen would just get 1-2'd out of it, right? Because they just get hit with like a Maelstrom at the wrong time and lose the game because it has to spend all that time setting stuff back up again. Right?
Maelstrom would be devastating for that deck.
Decks like Cave Vibius. Cave Vibius made a deep run into AOA. Cave Vibius, same thing. You end up with... You certainly haven't found any great Logos. Yeah, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to consider. It's like... If your deck is Theory of Conjectures, Phase Shifts, Eddies, P.I. Swevens, the right uncommons, this dog is... He's amped. He's busting up. He's busting up in.
What's up? What's up?
What is he doing?
What's up?
What's the dog doing here? He's getting his head smushed. He's getting his head smashed.
Smash your head. All right.
The more Logos actions you have, the better the Logos
you want like
is.
One creature, and you want it to be Eddie.
I think one of the Think Twice is good. Forgive or Forget, insane. The card that archives cards for like creatures they have in excess of you from the top, like that card's insane. There's so much So much insane stuff in the set.
Play Marshall.
I am gonna say Sanctum. I will play Doorstep. This dog.
Hey.
This dog. Have you guys played Chronicles of Crime? I think we talked about it a couple of times. I'll play Seneschal Sargasso on Larry the Lake. Anyway, we played this Chronicles of Crime like high school edition where you're all teenagers trying to like solve fun crimes around town, and one of them is like a dog gets kidnapped, and there's like characters that say the things that I joke about with Eddie, where they're like, "I'm gonna catch this dog," you know, it's just like goofy cartoon villain stuff.
All right, I will say Sanctum. I'm gonna fight Larry. Play Almsmaster and Almsmaster, and Taxing Journey.
Joke's on you.
Yeah, your turn.
I am gonna say Shadows. I'm gonna scoop Marshall Ewer. I'll scoop an Almsmaster. He who steals Skidgrove. I am gonna play Sea Urchin. I'm gonna play Jackie Tar.
New favorite Dark Tidings deck. Oh.
76 sass. I feel like that is high sass for a DT deck. I will draw 4.
Play Unfathomable. Play Hookmaster.
Logos, Shadow Starlights. Yeah.
I'll Recusal Chant to exhaust everything. I will Call of the Void to destroy Jackie Tar and make you lose 1.
Yeah.
I'll drawn down to look at the top 3.
There's probably some there's definitely some combos in Dark Tidings that have to feel unfair. Like absolutely brutally, like, why was this printed unfair?
I'll discard this. I'll put this on the bottom and this on top.
But I'm just gonna, it's literally the only actually the only tide card in the deck. Okay, I am gonna say
Double Triska, triple Swevin. Oh, dang.
Yeah. Kill Triska or lose, right? There's gotta be
Quad Zap.
There's not there Dave didn't find the only rooftop laboratory Swevin deck out there, right? He may have found one of the earliest ones, but there have to be other ones that exist. Even double Swevin is probably fine with rooftop laboratory. Plus, like, you've got like Hyde and Vellum. There's a lot of room for dumb rooftop laboratory decks. So. All right. Gonna say Starlance. Gonna play Operative Espion. Going to Sabotage Mission. Capture onto Sargasso. Gonna play Zap. We got Sanctum. We got Shadows. We got Starlance. We got Unfathomable. We got 4 damage. 4 damage, and I'll kill this Almsmaster. Just take something off the table. And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
Plantain. Play Move Fling and Miliobi and the Fittest. And the Fittest. Get big.
He just kept saying it over and over.
Got to get big. Got to find all our power counters. I don't think that Arbitz makes like Amber tokens anymore, or like a few of the other Keyforge tokens. I just checked the website out a couple days ago. I just didn't see them there. I could be wrong about that. But it would be a shame if they are not available anymore. Okay, your turn.
Okay, I am going to play Round Table. My knights are bigger now. I will now play 2 non-knight Sanctum creatures. I am going to play Orpheol, and I'm going to play Orpheon. I will capture onto the Sea Urchin. Yes, this is a sea urchin. I will take the tide. Take 3 chains. Raise the tide. I'm gonna play Strange Ordination. Espeon is gonna let me use a creature. I am going to reap with Jackie Tar, and I'm going to annihilate the Mookling. Your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw 3. Say check with 8.
Say Sanctum.
I got to capture 2 with Sargasso. Put it on roll.
Grey Augur, Sir Bever. Shoulder Armor's Meliobi. Yeah, it's fine. I will. Fight Orpheol.
Orpheon.
Yawn. Take 2. Gain 1 from the Augur. I will fight Jackie Tar. I'll raise the tide. And I'll use the operative fight Jackie Tar.
You get to capture 2.
I get to capture 2. So this is big Meliobi. Alright, that's my turn.
I am going to say Shadows. I'm gonna play old Bruno. I'll play Gas Pipes. I'll Hornswoggle nothing, and then I'll reap with the Sea Urchin. And it's your turn. I will drop a chain and draw 3.
The Unfathomable. Fight the Gas Pipes. Play Dive Deep. Let's the top card. Put Espeon on the bottom. I will play Guilt Spine and carry Guilt Spine and Guilt Spine Netcast. Your turn.
I am going to say Sanctum. I'm going to play General Salvador. I'll play a General Salvador. Sargassa is going to kill Sir Bever. Orpheol will kill a Guilt Spine Netmaster. It's your turn. I will drop a chain and draw. Actually, I'll put Salvador over there since he's got taunt. Drop a chain and draw 3. Yeah, I had one last chain, I guess. 2. When a Hookmaster takes over a game, he just takes over the game. It's just Hookmaster by himself is fine, but you like combo him with any armor, any Star Alliance attachments. You put some plus one counters on him from like from Untamed or whatever, and it's just like it's fighting uphill. The Ewer, honestly, I think I lost this game to Ewer because I had like random cards discarded from me, right? Lost Triska, lost Biome Discovery, so I lost like some Tide related stuff. So I lost like a bunch of
on a shifting battlefield.
So I lost like some random utility I could have needed like here and there.
6 power. Actually can't kill any of your stuff.
Yeah. Well, Zalvador's are 5s and Seneschal Sargass is 7 now.
Yeah, so I think I just have to like price.
Okay. The deck does not have Maelstrom. Alright, my turn. Going to say gonna say Starlance. I'll play Cheetah. I'm gonna Techno Babble right about there.
Right here?
Yeah. I get to capture one. I'll capture onto this Cheetah. I am gonna play a Shield You Later. I'm gonna play a Shield You Later. I need bodies. I like need creatures that can do something to this table at some point. As much as I want to like armor up like old Bruno or Orpheal, I just like. All right, I'll draw 5.
Cards in deck.
Cards in deck. 6.
Oh god. You haven't played the thing yet. All right, I think I got to Discovery now. I'll say Unfathomable. I'll play Vessel Zealot. I will Dark Discovery for the Universal Translator and the Operative S Beyond to forge a key, capture 1. Who are you fighting, Hookmaster? I guess a Shield You Later. Not my option. Guilt Spine or
back down to 0 amber.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, I'll say Starlance, play United Action. I am going to scoop the Kiri Guilt Spine. I am going to play.
That's purged, yeah.
One-Eyed Willa. I'll play Jackie Tar. I'll capture onto this Shield You Later. I'll play Larry of the Lake. I'll play Hard Simpson. It's your turn. I'll draw these 4, and then I'll shuffle and draw 2 more.
Alright. So Untamed.
Oh, this infighting is disgusting.
It's about to be. I don't know what happens, but I'm just going to play it. I just got to figure if I want to fight with Niliobi first. I guess it doesn't die, so. Yeah, so I will play Infighting. Alright, so this is dead. This takes 3. This is takes 4.
Dead. Dead. Nothing. 1. Dead. Nothing. Dead. Dead. 1. Dead. Dead. I don't think there was any playing around in fight. This is all your amber. I don't think there was any playing around in fighting based off of my board. So
Those are still.
So he has no armor. No armor. 1 armor. No armor.
Okay, so I will fight the Sargasso then.
Okay.
Because I'm 8 power.
Okay.
Rage the Sanctums. I'll play All Tied Up. 2 and capture 1. I will play All Tied Up to get 2.
Play Waste Not.
Play 2 Mushroom Mans. I don't have a Waste Not.
Oh, you're gonna.
I'm about to.
You are gonna.
Your turn.
Okay, I'll say Star Alliance. I'll play Kirker. I guess here. I'll sabotage mission. I'll capture onto Card Simpson, I guess. Shield you later is going to kill. Like nothing. Shield you later will just reap, I guess. And it's your turn. I'll
plus 3.
Yeah, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Usher Man's only 5 power right now. Master 6. Marshall is 6.
This was a miserable game. This was an example of getting unfathomable.
I'll say Untamed. I think.
So because of the circumstantial cards in this deck, because of the circumstantial, because there's so many circumstances surrounding like the board wipes and the amber control in this set, it feels like you just end up in these impossible scenarios with decks. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Where it's like I'm trying to play around X card and then I get hit with Y and I lose the game because of that.
To shuffle draw 1.
Like this game was like I kept drawing hands where I would have like 4 or 5 of a house. I would have nothing on the board that I could use, and then I might as well just play the cards from my hand to try to draw back, because I drew on my amber control early, so I like needed to get through the deck to get back to like the really good amber control, the doorstep, the all that stuff. You can stop right there because I don't have enough for that much amber.
All right.
And the random discards, like that Marshall Ewer, was he still alive at the end of the game?
Yes.
Yeah, and like I mean, like how many sets can you say that you play and the creature you played on turn 1 is still alive?
Very rarely. Whenever that happened in Coda, we were like, "What just happened?
Yeah,
like, how's that possible?"
And it happens all the time in this set.
Yeah.
So, okay, I think this deck did advance.
Yes, I think so. I think this is actually a 3 deck advancing now.
Yeah. I mean, I only won 1 game, so it was 5-1 for the night. I think that was the only deck I won with.
All right.
I did not forge a key.
You didn't forge any keys?
I did not forge. Yeah.
Oh my god. That's right.
Yeah. Because that's
right.
Yeah. That was like, oh man, this set drives me crazy. This set is slowly making me insane. Like I don't want to trash this set because I do think there are really cool things going on in this set. But
I mean, we're like so close to the end of round 1. I'm curious to see how we'll feel after round 2.
Yeah, because this feels worse than AOA.
Oh, wait,
because at this point with AOA, we had similar feelings, and because we were like, man, I don't know about this set, because it was like you would get Ganger knotted,
yeah,
right. Or some like the shadows, like the really good shadows disc decks were
just destroy.
Yeah, were just completely dismantle your amber, just do all kinds of other stuff. And you had cards like Heart of the Forest, and you had like the Ember Key imps that would just degenerate the board state into things where like neither player was incentivized to win the game. But when we got into round 2 and the fun, we got back to playing the fun decks, and there were like decks you made decisions with. It felt pretty good. But tonight was just like,
and we had some close games tonight, though, right? So
yeah, we did. But I mean, like I think go back and look at the scores. I think I lost multiple games by 3 keys, and
I don't think so. I think the last one was the only one no one forged. 3-1, 3-1, 3-1.
Okay, so I lost
yeah.
multiple games by multiple keys, though, is the thing. So it's like, those games are actually blowouts. You just get like the pity key. And so, yeah, I mean, I feel there was some back and forth in some of those games, but I don't like when you have, and it's because I've had, it wasn't like Worlds Collide where I could write off a 1-5 night as just like, got the short end of the matchups, got the short end of this. Like, it is perennially, it is night after night, week after week in this set of one of us going 5-1, right? And I feel like I've been on the short end of the stick. I don't think I'm playing badly.
Yeah, no.
Right? Like, it's just one of those where it's just like, what am I supposed to do to win these games? What combination of cards can I play to change the outcome of these games? It feels like it's just so deeply frustrating. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to just sit here and complain about the set. But it's one of those where I can't like buy a win at this point.
We got 3 more.
Yeah,
groups.
I'm so ready for this next round.
3 more. That's all. Just 3 more groups. And I think that makes 43 advancing right now. We're at 40, I believe.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Anywhere between 3 and 9 more competitors could advance.
Right. Yeah, depending on the outcome.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Yeah. We're done for the night.
Thanks for watching.
We'll be back tomorrow. Yeah. I may stream on Thursday because I will be a free agent come Thursday. So.
Yeah, we've been playing with everything, right? And that.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
That sucks about this set, because I want to be. We predicated our stream upon the notion that every Keyforge deck has some sort of value, has a good matchup somewhere, and would be, and is like is worth exploring. It may not be the greatest deck. The deck I always come back to is Heat Peeve, right? The Eternal Rock Shell or whatever it was called. It was the little deck that could. It was an 0-3 deck. The original tournament format that we were going to do was going to do pods of 8 decks, and we were going to do like a mini tournament, and we were going to do like a Swiss round, but we realized that like pods of 8 don't divide neatly into 100, so that's when we opted to go to pods of 4.
That was right before we decided to stream it.
It was before we decided to stream, because we sat down to play that initial pod, and we were like, we should be recording this. Like, we should just go ahead. This is good stuff. Like, there's data to learn. We played Heat Peeve. Heat Peeve went 0-3. Okay, and we were like, wow, this deck's garbage. And then Heat Peeve went 2-1 in the first round, and we were like, go Heat Peeve. Like, we thought you were garbage. Like, we thought we were irredeemable. And then in round 2, Heat Peeve went 2-1. And we were like, it's defying the odds. But I don't see that spark of life, that like that spunk, that glimmer of underdog in a lot of these Dark Tidings decks. Right? Yeah. That just feels absent. It's just the decks don't feel like they have the component pieces they need to function on a basic level.
I mean, it just comes down to the spot removal not existing.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. It's part of it's the tide mechanic itself. I don't think there's enough cards that are. It's fine to print cards that are essentially other cards that just raise the tide when you play them.
Right.
Freebooter Fae, for instance, play Freebooter. Trickle Down Theory. Like, all the cards that just, when you play it, you raise the tide. Like, those are all good. And you always have the possible upside on them, right? Like, Submersive Principle should probably say both players lose 1. If the tide is high, it should say
raise
both
the
players.
tide.
But if the tide is high, both players lose half their amber. Mm-hmm. If the tide is not high, both players lose 1. Raise the tide.
Right.
Like a lot of the cards in this set should just have raise the tide stapled onto them, and I think a lot of the really bad decks just get better, because the decks that are struggling to take the tide have to take chains to fundamentally use their cards. So their cards are not blank or actively hurting the opponent. And so your deck is struggling to function at the basic level, and then you're getting chains on top of that, right? And so it's just like that. I don't. It's not like AOA. Justin took the deck that won our Misfits tournament and top 8'd with it at the Nationals.
It wasn't the one that won. It was second, right? Or did it?
I think it won.
Did it win?
Or yeah, it's a bad deck.
It's very bad.
It's very bad. But because you know the format, you can play around cards and you can like make choices that matter. Like you can know the format and know what you need to do to win the game. And that feels absent from Dark Tidings. Because what you need to do to win the game is have the tide. And it ends up in this reverse snowball for you. It's like your deck is actively getting worse and can't answer what the opponent is doing. And then the opponent is ramping up.
Like that last game was a very good example.
There was a great example of it. Yeah. Of like me just struggling to stay in the game because I had to take chains for the tide. So I'm down a bunch of cards, and the quality of cards that I'm playing is lower than the quality that Justin's playing. I have to take 3 chains, and Justin uses a creature on the board to do what he was designed to do, and that was fight and take stuff off of my board. And it's like, that creature basically said, fight, give your opponent 3 chains. Right? Which, like, if you had a Sanctum creature that said that at common, would feel unfair, would feel absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
But that's effectively what was happening.
I guess it would be like their opponent gains 3 chains if they have no chains.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah.
Right.
That's the only way that creature can be balanced at all.
Yeah. If that creature is balanced.
Right.
I'm not convinced it's unbalanced because I think you could print a set.
You could print that creature.
You could print that creature.
Annoying.
Yeah, it'd be very annoying. Yeah. And it doesn't feel like a Sanctum creature.
Because Binding Irons is like no Amber Pip in action and does that, right?
Yeah.
And it's still somewhat powerful, but if it's a creature that does that...
Binding Irons is like powerful at specific times in the game and specific hands, right? Like your opponent, if you're at parity in the middle of a game, then Binding Irons is pretty good. Because it just like takes stuff out. So while the difference between DT versus DT and DT versus other made this set a design challenge that they somewhat understandably didn't quite get there. I will score ambitious failures higher than unambitious mediocrity, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So that's why it's hard for me to hate DT as a set, right? You have people who are canceling sealed DT tournaments and turning them into sealed mass mutation tournaments. And that to me feels awful because mass mutations is an old set. And I know people didn't get to play with sealed mass mutations, right? I would I'm not worried about caution. Justin and I had reservations before the set dropped. We were both real worried. Now, I think we were somewhat justified, but somewhat overreacting. Because the bad decks in this set are bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just an existence that's going to be fine. But I think they're going to be very powerful Dark Tidings decks that are going to be great in Archon.
Yeah, and they're gonna do busted stuff.
Yeah.
Imagine, so the Unfathomable in this deck is just unfun to play against.
Yeah.
Between the, like, you have Illusions of Grandeur on top of all like the random tapping that this deck does. The Hookmaster, I lost like 10 Amber to Hookmaster tonight over the 2 games I played against that deck, right? Like,
the only reason I didn't is because I had Unfathomable to deal with.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't get to use my Unfathomable creatures, right? So it's just one of those where I do appreciate the experience, because Keyforge is a game that I think is like strong enough where you can survive an experimentation like this, right? But so the fact that you have people like willingly foregoing DT sealed to want to play mass mutations is just like that feels really bad. And the thing is that I don't necessarily know if I could blame people, because I think the quality of mass mutations is still varied, but I think it's like a slightly tighter band. And I think Dark Tidings is a way wider band, and it probably the bell curve probably peaks below the band for Mass Mutations. Like I think Mass Mutations on a whole is probably on average more powerful than a Dark Tidings deck. So,
yeah, I agree with that. The experimentation didn't produce broken things. Because
Yeah,
if you produce a completely busted broken set, you've almost ruined the game forever. In Keyforge.
Well, I
So
mean,
you have to be very careful.
Yeah,
when you do
yeah,
that.
yeah. Because you could make a set that is so good that nothing else could ever come close to touching it.
Yeah.
I think as long as you like stay within certain guardrails, that would be very hard to do. I mean, if you printed a set that had like 3 Martian Generosities in it, that could be bad.
Yeah.
I was worried about Mass Mutations based off the number of key cheats that it has. There's actually a lot of key cheats in a lot of houses. I think every house has a key cheat of some sort.
I'm telling you, there is a Mass Mutation deck that can forge a key in a turn, or all 3 keys in a turn.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet. And it
I don't know that it exists yet.
It could probably start the turn with 0 amber and do it.
It could probably use Dark Discovery, and it can use like Data Forges.
Yeah, well, I mean, like
Think Twice.
You can like
Honors Kesis.
Yeah, you take your turn. You say Logos. You pick up like a 7-card archive. You Data Forge. It's just one of those turns where it's just there's got to be absurd things you can do. You have like an archive.
It involves like phase shifts, and you could like Waste Nod, Tall Mage Steelheart. That's giant.
Well, you could together.
Yeah.
Right. You could like phase shift together, to play like part of the Dark Discovery combo. And then think twice.
Mm-hmm.
You could even think twice 2 parts of the Dark Discovery combo, right? The same part.
Yeah.
You could play the dive down that looks at the top 3 and puts 1 on the bottom. You could play that, and then so you could phase shift that. Play think twice to play it again from your discard pile. Now you know what the bottom 2 cards are, and then you could Dark Discovery, and that's free. So yeah. Almost had a turn 1 honors Kesis. Yeah, I could see that, right? Because if you hit between Theory or Conjectures and some other stuff, you could hit
like Science and
Science too. Think Twice. Because you get like the cards like Honors Kesis and Dark Discovery are really good Think Twice targets because they're going to purge themselves anyway. So you may as well just think twice, because you could play it early, get the value from it, and then think twice it to forge the key. Yeah, Key Frog, same thing, right? Because you could Witch of the Dawn, you Witch of the Dawn to blow up your Key Frog and forge, and then bring back Key Frog and then forge again.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You could get a pile of amber. Now, I don't know that Evil Twin Untamed could generate as much amber as as good Untamed. You can probably get close with the right setup. But
just like the Gruins are still there, right? They're not evil.
Gruins are still there. You still have cards like All Tied Up.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of ways to generate some amber. Fertility Chant is in the set. So
I always forget that too.
Yeah.
You need to pick between having better interset DT matches or being balanced across all sets.
So yeah, because to me, so they said in a Crucible cast or whatever that they played Dark Tidings more against other sets than any other set.
Yeah,
and it feels that way having played as much Sealed as we have. It definitely feels like they did not play the set against itself, because I do not think that there would be as much conditional board wipes as there is in this set, and I think you would see better or more targeted removal, or at least ways to fight. Right?
Do you think the playtest team plays as many games as we do?
I don't think. First off,
because if they grabbed 100 random decks, they would have learned these things.
I think so. Yeah. I do. I wonder what their playtest process looks like. This is genuinely curious, and it's not me trying to find fault with their playtest process. They may I want to know how many decks they play, and it's fine Coda, I think, had a decent number.
I guess they have to seed them too, because you have to test all the rares and you have to test all the special stuff, and there's no way you can get like a. I don't know. That's strange with Keyforge. I don't know how you properly test.
Yeah, well, I mean, we do stretch the content out for time, but we do play.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's your job to just play stuff, because we could play games and make notes where it's like, man, Grand Alliance Council is a way better board wipe in this set than all the other ones. You know. Yeah, no, I agree.
It was really bad for Star Wars Destiny. There were some cards that should have never gotten printed.
There were I mean, the Star Wars LCG was the same way.
Yeah.
The Legend of the Five Rings, same thing. I mean, they had to scrap the game. they had to. Freeholders. That deck was dumb. Like, excuse me, why did this exist? How did this happen?
It was so stupid.
Yeah. The Gamor run.
Yeah.
Like we named our team that won the Gen Con tag team. We named our team Nerf the Gamor run.
Team Nerf Gamor run, because the way that the decks laid out, you could play. Each player could have a Gamor run in their deck.
Yeah, you were strict. You were like tied to 2 copies between the 2 decks.
Yeah,
but we both played a copy of it
and
to try to
both
hit
on
it.
the table. They were,
and it was just we would just win the game.
Yeah.
We just win the game on the spot, and the pot itself was dumb.
Yeah.
So
another Keyforge set's planned. They'll probably sell us something.
They haven't said anything
later this year.
Pre-COVID, the rule of thumb was 3 months after an announcement is when you could expect it to show up. That was the rule of thumb. That rule is long out the window since COVID, because Mass Mutations was supposed to be out 3 months before it actually hit shelves in America. It's hard to know. It's hard to know for sure.
If shipping is back on track, they could have it by November, probably.
And there's no guarantee that shipping is back on track.
There's definitely no guarantee of that. I think it's still pretty messed up.
Yeah, no, it is like, okay, so like America is like on its way to getting COVID under control, but that was because we hoarded all of the vaccines and didn't allow a lot of other countries to have access to them. So we had the lion's share of vaccines there. Like if you look at like New Zealand or Australia, countries that had COVID under control, like took the steps necessary to make sure that it stayed under control. If you look at those countries, their vaccination rates are extremely low because there wasn't a need to vaccinate people yet. But that means you still have to take the precautions you were taking, right? You can't ease those restrictions because the second you do, it shows back up and it's back to as bad as it was, right?
New Zealand was like having concerts though, because they're an island, so
yeah. But they require people to quarantine for 3 weeks before you
come in the country.
That's like it's like if you come into New Zealand, you're taking a vacation before you take your vacation, kind of thing. You know, you just they let you stay in a hotel for 3 weeks. You don't get to talk to anybody. Maybe the people you were with. You just sit there, get room service or whatever on the country's dime, and then you can go about your business. So, but at the same time, but that's my point. Is like you can't just stop doing that, right? Because the vaccination rates are too low. So that all it takes is one idiot tourist to like start off to be patient zero in your country and start a chain reaction. So yeah.
But to answer your question as to if another Keyforge set is planned, yes, they have set 6 and 7.
My personal let's just say the current playtest has had the same 4 decks for over a month. Oh wow. Yeah. So it's one of those where it's like, how do you know what happens to decks like Rad Penny? I think is a great example. We appreciate that follow. Rad Penny is a great example of a card that's like fine as a one of. You have a deck that has 2 of them, starts getting annoying. 3, you're like, they got Rad Pennies are everywhere. 4 or more Rad Pennies, and you're like, this is so stupid. Why is this card common, right? Rad Penny, Bow, Knithing, Safe House, Seeker Needle shenanigans, right? Those were the Shadows decks from Mass Mutations that did really well in our tournament. And it was because you just had reliable ways to steal 3 or more amber in a turn. And it was like the closer your opponent got to winning, the harder it was for your opponent to win. They had to win by way more than they were. Mass Mutations felt like the fact that there was barely any amber scaling control in Mass Mutations felt like a great weakness for the set, but the steady, reliable amber control in Mass Mutations and the enough taxing
Made it not matter.
Made it so that you could keep up with the faster, older decks. So
They should be maybe more aggressive with like one of caps for stuff like that, right?
yeah.
Like Rad Penny.
Cards that make it mathematically way more difficult for it to work. So yeah, double Safe House, double Bow. Same thing, right? Or it's just like, steal 4 amber, put them back in my archives. You still screwed it up. But I was gonna roll with it and not call it out. Yeah. But to answer Dark Black's question from 15 minutes ago, I might stream Runeterra because I personally enjoy Runeterra. Runeterra fills the magic hole for me, the magic / Hearthstone hole, where it's like sometimes I still want to go back and play like a competitive CCG. The new set for Runeterra comes out Wednesday, so the stuff that I would be streaming would be still relatively. He's gone under the table. Hey, go over there. Ha! The action cam, Eddie action cam. So I might stream Runeterra on Thursday, and then I might play it by ear from there. I may stream. I've been playing a lot of roguelike deck builders.
Some Trials of Fire?
Yeah, I tried out Trials of Fire. That game is so close to being like really, really awesome. There's this fight that feels unbeatable in that game. There's this monster that spawns every turn, and every time you do like 15% of its health, it submerges, so you can't damage it in a turn. So, it has essentially 3 monsters you have to deal with every turn, and that thing shreds casters in that game so quick because there's like this combo strike thing in it. Trials of Fire is really interesting. There's a lot of really cool stuff in there.
Yeah.
But like there's like some design decisions that I slightly question, in that like your best items in the game, like card like items that are legendary in the game, will have like a dead card in them for certain builds and stuff like that. So, and there's like some clunk sometimes because you only draw like 3 cards per character as you have a turn. And so it's like, imagine Slay the Spire and you draw like no attacks in a turn. Played Tainted Grail. Got pretty far in Tainted Grail. I beat the game with all of the classes. I think I unlocked most of it. I have to go look at the Steam achievements. Tainted Grail was a lot of fun too.
Wildermyth, I think, is on my wish list. I've not played it yet, though.
Wildermyth. Have not checked out Wildermyth. I'll look into that. I'm getting towards the end of Trial of Fire. Another game. Okay, so a game that I can play like a run of, and then I have to walk away, and then I can come back and play another run of, is Noita. I picked up Noita again because they did a big update on it. If I go on like a 4-game losing skid in Legends of Runeterra, I might just turn the stream into a Noita stream, because most of my deaths in Noita have me cackling. I am just like, oh yeah, my character's dead now because of I could see about doing Twitch integration for Noita. Because that could be kind of fun. Because they do have a Twitch extension for Noita, where you can vote on events. I played Monster Train. Yeah, I have not played the newest DLC, which I think was free-ish, right?
There's a paid one.
There's a paid one. I have not played the paid one.
Yeah.
Monster Train's a lot of fun. So I enjoyed. I did not play as much Monster Train, and I played a decent amount of it, but I did not play as much Monster Train as some of our friends did. So
really
it is actually worth playing. Okay, cool. I might check that out too. So I might just do a big variety stream on Thursday because I'll have been laid off on my job from on the previous day. So Griffland. So I think Grifflands is fine. I honestly think Grifflands is doing too much. That would be my biggest critique for Griftlands. Then it doesn't feel like you get the Slay the Spire payoff, right? When you make like the infinite combo deck in Slay the Spire, or when you
I feel like Roguebook had that payoff.
Yeah,
I liked Roguebook a lot.
Yeah, Roguebook's really good. I unlocked everything in Roguebook, but I didn't get like through the higher difficulties. I could certainly do a run of Roguebook or so. So yeah. Smith, not the first two characters. I have not played the third character, but the first character there. When I played Grifflands, it was still alpha or early beta or whatever. The second character had not been added to the game. It was like the second character was fixing to come out. I was like, oh, I'll give it a try. If I time it correctly, I'll have played the game enough so that when the second character comes out, like I can play the second character. But it was just like it didn't quite grab me enough. With Tainted Grail, there was so much stuff to unlock that I like had to go play. And I wanted to beat the game with all the characters at some point or another because I wanted to see like how high I could get the up on the leaderboards. And I made it to like top 100 with one of my characters, but that was briefly while the legendary cards were broken. The legendary cards in Tainted Grail have charges on them, so you can only play them like 2 or 3 times ever. So Conquest is solid. It feels like they were making that game so they could make the other Tainted Grail game that they want to play that's still a ways off. Because I think that's like why I think that's why the game is 3D models.
Because they use the same
and
models.
there's one because it's probably all the same Unity assets, but it was one of those where it was like, we can make this card version of this game and we can get this out the door. And we can then spend the time to make the game we want to make, but we'll have all this card stuff, all the art and stuff like that. Split development. Yeah, it felt to me because you Tainted Grail is huge. I have to go look at the size of that game. I want to say it's something insane. I'm gonna look up the size of it so I don't quote something wrong. But like Slay the Spire is like a couple of gigs, right? Like it's not a huge game because the art assets aren't demanding.
They're all funded off the board game. That's actually crazy.
Tainted Grail Conquest. Download size.
He really doesn't want the stream to be well. Keep going.
He is. Yeah, Tainted Grail is 6 gigabytes, which feels huge for a roguelite card game, right? That's gigantic. That's so much. That's so many art assets, right?
This top of Kickstarter 2018. Dang.
I remember that Kickstarter was bananas. Like it made a gigantic pile of cash just because of like the dark stuff that was in it. But yeah. Anyway, that's possible. Excuse me, Eddie. Excuse me. I'm trying to talk here. But that's my plan. I think I'm probably just gonna hang out on Thursday, stream with whoever. I was gonna call the stream Paper Boomer plays Runeterra or something like that, and just kind of go from there. So, cool. So there you go.
I'll just be downstairs working, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna call it Paper Boomer pity party or something like I don't know, but Paper Boomer enters free agency or something. I don't know. So the free agency is the joke I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna get as much mileage out of the free agency joke as I can. So there you go. 5 million euros in 2018. Yeah,
pretty good. No Kingdom Death.
Yeah,
Kingdom Death made 12 million in 2015. I think it was.
Well, that was the Wild West of Kickstarter. So
no, it wasn't. The Wild West Kickstarter was like 2012-ish because that was the second Kingdom Death Kickstarter. The first Kingdom Death Kickstarter made like 8 million back in 2012, 2011. Yeah.
Wow. Because I mean, like I just think about Star Citizen all the time.
Oh man.
And I think about how much money that made, and how that game does not exist.
Yeah,
That
that's never gonna exist.
how are you supposed to generate that? That's like you have people talk about early act. You know what? I'm gonna save my rants for Thursday. You want rants? Thursday is going to be the day of rants. Okay.
Frosthaven might be the most funded now. I'm not sure how much Frosthaven made. It was definitely close to 12 million, if not more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll Thursday will be the day of rants. That's my promise for Thursday.
All right, cool.
So there you go.
All right, now we're.
It'll be me. There won't be an Eddie there squeaking away like a maniac. There won't be Justin trying to end the stream.
Just want to hit this button.
He's trying to hit the stream end button while I'm in the middle of a good rant. I work myself into a good rant, right? So, yeah, there you go. Thursday.
I'm hitting this button.
Later.
Goodbye.